you on? You flipped on us, brother? You coming or what, man? What you doing?
Yo, Torque, where your head at? I'm talking to you. I know you're low, my man. Carmen giving you divorce papers this morning? That's some low-down, dirty business. Wasn't even your fault. You were baited. The word I heard? Blackmore hired that fool to come pick a fight with you. Coached him to say those lies about your boys. Then, surprise, the police walked right in. Someone tipped him. No coincidence to it. Blackmore was all over that. Now, Blackmore's got collared himself. He's in here now, with the freaks and the fiends and the schemers and us. Now, I can set him up for you, but there's just one hitch in the plan. I never laid eyes on the man. What'd he look like?
Looks like trouble.
Whatever, my man. Shoot, I'll help you bury that motherfucker.
Somebody needs to learn his place.
What's that you gonna do, boy?
Yeah, that's right. I'm a last-minute entry, and now I'm playing this game.
Blackmore owns Eastern now. Particularly you two.
Ain't a living soul that owns Torque. He ain't no slave, and neither am I.
Bluster is the tool of the sucker player.
You shut your mouth when we talk to you. Learn some respect.
You're the only one even letting him play this game. Without you, he's nothing.
When you get an order from Blackmore, you will follow it without question.
Now you're gonna play on my team. You may be tough, but I'm smart, and smart always wins.
Blackmore's got his hooks in this place, and now they're in both of you.
Why do you think Carmen left you? You weren't enough of a player for her.
And if you don't do what Blackmore says, your precious little boys may not make it to junior high.
Fuck all y'all! Ain't no way in the world!
Game's over. Finish these losers.
This is bad, my man. Sounds like a riot. World's I feel that. Nice shot, brother.
Son of a bitch! Has to have been some kind of inside job.
Move, they firing on us. Those live rounds.
You in the wrong part of town.
Look what we have here. You and Blackmore acted like you own Eastern. You probably caused this. Riots or chaos. Casualties are expected.
Now, my man Torque, you want Blackmore.
Yeah! Who's on top and who's on bottom now, motherfucker?
I strap now. Gonna put this to good use.
Can I get a little help, brothers? Mercury's rising up in here.
Yo, sure, we get you guys out. Just stay clear, you know what's good for you. Stay true, y'all.
Hey, move with me, my man. Eastern's sinking to the 7th level. We don't want to go down with it.
I get like the other side. Motherfucker still standing. Don't know how.
You'll be out of blood
Got a real predicament here.
I tell you what, I ain't leaving this room till this thing's under control.
Go snag that heat. That's what I'm talking about. It's open. Follow with me.
CERT Unit D. Calling CERT Unit D. We need you on the 3rd tier of...
Someone's trying to play us.
There are inmates trapped in the yard.
SCO's coming. It's damn inconvenient. You're gonna have to deal with it. I'm out.
And when the time comes, everything we think we know will be proven wrong. And the suffering we all feel inside will show itself in the raping of people.
Let's see how big we can get this motherfucker. This kind of shit warms my soul.
There is no mercy. Good clean fun there, boys. Keep your spot jumping.
Once you start running away, you've already lost. I've got your wife on a leash and your kid Corey wrapped around my finger. Your life is already nothing. And when I pummel the life out of them, it'll be less than zero.
Surprise. You won't expect son of a...
Drop it! God!
He got me so deep. Help.
I sliced her top to bottom so as to see her inner self. Remember, blood's the best lubricant.
Your weapons first. Then we'll forget you have.
You realize your bids only get longer while this keeps going on?
Just go on and write up a demerit right now, CO. Then you come give it to me. I'll give you something to
Think about it, inmate.
You with us now? Yeah, I'm better now.
What the hell?
What went down in here? You still with me, Torque? My man. We in this together, baby. To the end. For always and forever. We gotta get together on this. I'll go through here and open up the way through.
The pawn's off the board. Now only the real players are left in the game. Ready for checkmate?
T. Come back to the present. I need you. We all need you. You made it, T. You went through so much, all because you could never control your anger. You got off that island, but you can never really go home. Not to what we had before. Coming back to Baltimore won't solve your problems. It will only create new ones.
Coast Guard vessel, dock your craft. Debriefing is mandatory. Dock your craft. We will exercise lethal force if necessary. Dock immediately. Can't follow simple directions? That was not smart. We're debriefing everyone coming off Carnate. We need to know what happened. This way. We have a place you can get warm just up here. What's the situation? Doesn't matter, we just need to get him inside ASAP. This guy's the Prime. Really? Him? Positive. Jordan's waiting for him. With me. 1, 2, 3, left! He's coming too. Let him. Jordan will want him awake anyway. That'll be some first date. Shut it! No shit. You were on that company op in Laos? I can neither confirm nor deny that. Yeah, fuck that. That was one motherfucking hot damn shitty swamp from hell.
Tango unit and Delta unit to observation booth tackle building. They're waiting for you.
Fuck the services. Carnate Island is full. This is going to take a while. As long as the money's green and the ammo's high. Hey, is that the prime target? That Jordan said he required special attention is no threat now.
Support personnel needed in the holding bay. ASAP.
You see those fat fucking bags with the rats in them? Shape charge took them out.
How many specimens your squad bring back?
Specimens? Are we supposed to be bringing back specimens?
Shit. Jordan's gonna shoot you all.
Echo unit, departure in 1 minute.
Just sit tight there. Your official welcoming committee will be here in just a minute. He and the chatter. She wouldn't want us talking to him.
Welcome back to reality. I'm sorry about these restraints. I hope they're not too tight. You'll agree with your issues. It's for your own good as well as ours. And well, you do wear them with style. These malefactors are my life's work. And meeting someone as intimate with them as you, well, that's not something that happens to a girl every day.
Jesus, what's happening?
Speak to me. Which one of you Neanderthals dropped the ball?
I don't know. The lights just went out.
Who can tell me something that isn't painfully
Jordan,
obvious?
we need to extract you ASAP.
Seems prudent. Everybody out with me except you two. You stay in with him. You outside the door. Do it. That's locked, right?
Affirmative.
Good. If he gets out, you will suffer. Count on it.
What the hell?
Alert. Security breach. Alert. One of the specimens has become unsecured. Support staff to tanker facility.
Echo unit, call in, please. Hostile last seen in tackle building.
When are the lights going to come back on?
We should just sit tight.
Anyway, like I was saying, I don't know what she thinks we're going to learn from all of this. There's so much new here.
Jacobson was telling me the tissue samples he collects degenerate before he can even get them under the scope.
Is he going with the live samples plan?
We don't have any better ideas, and Jordan's riding him to get results now. But sedation doesn't seem to last more.
Oh crap, what's that? Hey buddy, we just work here.
You were never here.
Was it an explosion? What's the plan? We just gotta get over there. Move, move, move! Hey, where's the unit?
We just want amp.
The biggest problem we got. Let's keep moving. The creatures broke free, didn't they? I knew this would happen. No one knows. Directed from Jordan is to secure the sewer entrance. Let's move.
Not my type, but you'll have to do.
T! I need to show you something really important at the apartment. To get there, you'll need to go underground. T! You have to...
Pretty.
Please, no!
Soft flesh.
Please, no! Nothing makes sense, T. I need you to explain it to me. No, don't!
So pretty.
I won't let you!
Abomination of desolation.
I'm coming, Daddy!
I came close to seeing inside you, too. Pretty wifey. For now, she'll just have to be my one and only.
Something's not right. I'm telling you, I saw something.
Please, no!
Lay on your leg. What the fuck? Carl, what the fuck you doing, man? Carl! I told you. What was that? No! You get off me! Ah!
to go back, T, I know, but you have to get to your apartment.
See him?
Not down here. It's clear.
What about you?
Can't see a trace of him. Area's clean.
Unbelievable income.
Do you remember this place? It's your neighborhood. You're getting sense, T. Don't stop. I need you to explain it to me.
Mount up. We're done here.
Yes, I like it.
T, I'm up here. Time's wasting and things can only get worse. This is it. It's hard to go back. I always wanted something better for the boys, but you did your best with what you had. I know that. Come on, I need to show you something. This won't go away until you face it. Come on, Mom. Right over here, in your room. Good, T. This is the place. It's in your closet. Open it up and see what you find. Now read the papers. Is it coming back, T? All of it? Maybe you're ready. Only one person I know could have written this. Blackmore. His men call him the Colonel because they follow his orders. But you wouldn't. And he got back at you through our son, T. Our son! Did you ever really understand what it means to be a father? You weren't a good father. Not in jail.
Mommy, do I have to take a bath? Mommy! No!
I couldn't get away from here. You took her away? Now I'm taking us away.
Disturbing news, Torque. It's time for your history lesson. Over here! I cannot break the news if you are so distant. Time to peel away the flesh. What did you do to Corey that made him so, shall we say, homicidal? Much as I want my patients to take responsibility for their actions. In this case, it appears there was an external factor, and you don't even realize it, do you?
That fool tried to play me? Think he's too good for my game? His boy Corey is our ace in the hole. Already hates his dad. We just need to give him a little push. He'll school his old man at his own game.
A fiend of many names. Certainly his moniker, the Colonel, is evocative, but personally, I prefer the name he more commonly uses, Blackmore. More black than what, might I ask? More black than even you? So it would seem.
What happened?
Hold it right there! Oh, Jesus, what did he do to her? I'm gonna be sick.
You're gonna get the needle for this one, you sick son of a bitch!
Take it all. Whatever you want. Your brother won't let us. Motherfucker!
Wes, oh my dear Lord, are you okay?
I'm still breathing.
Thanks for saving me. I opened up some lockers in the shop for you. Take whatever you want. We won't be needing it now. We all be damned to the hellfire anyway.
Let's get out of here.
You do good work, T.
My favorite patient. I regret to inform you that your psychosis is profoundly severe. Blackmore is a uniquely dire problem, and to handle him, you will need a uniquely dire solution. And where better to present it than on the majesty of the stage? Come to the Grand Theater, and I'll show you a thing or two about acting the part.
Jesus Christ, no! What are you fucking doing?
Nowhere is safe.
Put down the devils. Wait, Torque? Do you recognize your old neighbor? It's Hajira. Salam alaikum, my brother. I read about your trial. Sounded like another case of the white man interfering with our lives. Whatever happened, that was business between you and your wife. I will not judge you for that. You only need fear the judgment of Allah.
Now that you have what you came for, listen to me. My brothers and I had a pact. When the city burned, we agreed to meet at a certain shelter. These are good men sworn to Allah, but we can use your help. Are you with us? Come, my brother. We must get into that yard to reach the shelter. You must find the way, my brother.
Doesn't it feel good to fight for what is yours?
door is jammed and the shelter is just across that bridge. We're so close, yet we are still lost in the darkness.
Get those damn things away from me!
Be careful, my brother. More devils are coming through that wall.
Praise be to Allah. He has shown us the way.
Aren't you coming to the theater tonight, Talk? Don't delay now. I wouldn't want you to miss the start of the feature attraction. Oh, that's right, my mistake. You are the feature attraction. Don't keep your loyal audience waiting.
Did you hear that? It sounded like something feeding.
Now, what we need to do cannot wait.
This brings back troubled memories. Whenever we ran out of money, my mother told me, "Are you with me, my brother?"
God, I'm so hungry.
The Reverend will get us something.
I think I saw a gorger yesterday.
All I can think about is food. This meat sure is fun.
Hey, Reverend, where'd you get this
The
from?
Lord works in mysterious ways.
Oh my God. It's
Reverend,
people
we trusted you!
It had to be something, my friends. Or we'd
We're
all
all gonna
die.
burn in hell for this!
That creature! It's a gorger!
No one here. Could my brothers not have made it? I must wait for my brothers. I know you have someone you yourself are looking for, Brother Torque. You go, find that person, bring about the resolution you need by any means necessary. I will be safe here. Salam alaikum, Torque.
You did a good thing for him, T.
Do not worry. Allah will protect me until my brothers arrive. I thank you for getting me this far. Now I will wait for as long as it takes.
I trust you are done wasting your time with that self-important zealot. There are larger problems at hand. At the Grand Theater, that magnificent temple of the arts, I will help you to get inside. Get what you need. Now stop wasting my valuable time.
What gave you the impression that I would settle for good enough? Destiny awaits, boys. Let's not keep him waiting.
Blackmore did to you, T? Every time I tried to show you the right path, he gave you his map with all the shortcuts. I tried to tell you there was no easy way. I hope you listened a little.
Motherfuckers in there.
No way we leaving this booth till that thing dead.
You kill it, then we let you in here. You be safe with us.
Shit, watch out! It's coming down! Bust him open, yeah!
Watch that one. You see that one?
Dead?
Yo, man, take this. Hope it helps you.
Sorry, man. You a little too crazy to get up in here with us.
Can't take no chances, man. Don't want you attracting no more of those things.
You are sadly mistaken.
Where the fuck did that thing come from?
Here. Your kind cannot hide from
I opened the door.
From the righteous.
Help me! Oh,
from
fuck,
me.
help me!
If you do not come willingly,
shit.
you will find
what
your
you
death.
Doing, man? Help me! Oh,
the hunt is on.
Man, that was close. Why'd you bring that guy in here?
You tried your best, T.
feature in just a moment. Until then, however,
Keep it
I shall
going.
grace you with a touch of my unique thespian talents. With the tempest raging about us once again, what better way to soothe the savage beasts? Oh, I have passed a miserable night, so full of ugly sights, of ghastly dreams, that as I am a Christian faithful man, I would not spend another such a night, though 'twere to buy a world of happy days.
Keep it going.
Go with me, like good angels, to my end, and as the long divorce of the steel falls on me, make of your prayers one sweet sacrifice, and lift my soul to heaven.
That's right. Again. Keep it going.
Excellent wretch! Petition, catch my soul! That I do love thee, and when I love thee not, chaos is come again!
Get the stuff. Cook it. Pull it out.
Thou art a soul in bliss, but I am bound upon a wheel of fire that mine own tears do scold like molten lead. Newsflash, Dateline Baltimore. Mayhem in the city as history's worst atrocities walk the streets, and law enforcement is powerless to contain the threat. And it would appear our dashing hero Talk is right back where he started. Sad, isn't it? The creatures, the carnage, your family, the doubts about your past, they're all back. Seems like a most pathetic retread of a recent box office favorite, doesn't it? Children may be box office poison, but who can dispute how effectively they bring a tear to the eye? Witness your son, Corey.
Did you learn, Dad? Did I show you anything? No? Well, I learned everything from you. You showed me how, you taught me how to fix a problem, and I fix you the same way. You proud of me now, Dad?
Dear. Corey could be looking at a lifetime of alienist treatment were it not for the fact that he's so very dead. That suits me fine. A poke into his gray matter may help me understand young Corey and the mess he became. But what could you have done that pushed him that far?
Your boy knew how to play the game, and he showed you how it's done. Now, come on. Let's see how well you do. I've got some friends that can get this thing started right. Inch by inch, you're getting closer. The game goes on. There's plenty more where that came from. The best players know when to take it to the next level. Yes! Now for a real challenge. It's good to see the inner you. Now you remember what it takes to go all the way. Welcome back, and I look forward to playing the game with you.
Oh dear, and so it all comes full circle, eh, Talk? Maybe it's for the best.
I fear you'll need every tool at your disposal if you're to survive this mess. Use it wisely. You may find it does more to help you now than ever before. Sometimes you may find you need to unleash that trigger to get through what blocks your way. And so break down the barriers, moving us one step closer to a cure. Aversion therapy, electroshock treatments, the lobotomy blade. I'll see you again soon enough. There's one final lesson you need to learn before you and Black...
Yo, bro. What are you doing in here? Shit. You busting in on me, man? That's not cool.
Oh, this poor man.
Junkie.
He needs your help,
He did this to himself.
Shit. You look like... Oh, no way. Pops? Oh, what the fuck you doing here? Come on, Pops. We gotta go. Ah, fuck it. Oh man, most of the time I get through here no problem. But not today. Shit. Of all the days for there to be trouble. Ah, fuck me. Pops, hurry! Nobody fuck with you! They're coming again! Ah, we're never gonna get there with all these freaks. Right. Look at that! I don't know if there's a way around or somehow to get this out of the way or what, but you gotta figure something out, Pops. Oh, Pops, come on! You got... I think it was about the time Mom's left, I started shooting up hardcore. Damn, I wish you'd been there more, Pops, you know? Sweet, Pops. Yeah, I knew I could count on you. You always take care of me, man. Well, I'll take care of you. You'll see. Let's roll on out of here. My sick is only getting worse. It's right over here. I can't wait, man.
Abrams is down! Motherfuckers! Show yourselves! Gotta get out there. Chuck needs help.
Chuck's dead meat. There's no way to help.
Chuck ain't dead till I say he's dead.
I got some heavy artillery in the trunk. If I could get to it.
Screw it! I'm going out there to get him!
Sorry. couldn't take care of my little brother better. Poor kid. Loaded. That just made me want to...
What the hell is that thing?
Watch out!
Where the hell's our backup? Skip the body bag.
Thanks for your help. I won't ask where you learned to shoot like that. That day we met, I should have never come up to you, T. We both would have been so much better off. What did you say your name was?
Most call me Torque,
What kind of a full name is that? I can never call you that.
but you can call me whatever you want. You seem like a man who wants to be a real player. I've got a proposition. It'll make you more money than a year of throwing with pretenders at that so-called gym.
Even when you treat me to a nice night out, I like coming back here, T, where it all started, the old broken down gazebo. Where'd you get all that green anyway? What'd you say that guy's name was?
Blackmore. You meet her here, am I right? If you're gonna make it far, you need to be unattached. My people need to be thinking clear and sharp, not to be swayed by what some pretty face whispers in their ear. I suggest you lose her.
This is no way to raise a family, T. No amount of money is worth it. And he's just using you.
You're making a mistake. You were born to play the game. You can't walk away from it. You remember one thing. Every time night falls, I'm out there waiting for you.
He called me, T, at work. He said... I can't even repeat it. But he told me I should think about my children. What the hell is that supposed to mean? What have you gotten us into?
This is a pleasant surprise. I was hoping to see the inner sanctum of a grade A sociopath, but I've landed the genuine article instead. I want to know all about you and what defines you.
Shut up, you little whore!
What the?
I will gut you, and you will beg for it!
Like hell!
What do you have in there, Torque? She gonna find out your secrets. You know that's how these bitches work. They slide up in close and try to suck your life away.
You know, they say you saved somebody, you responsible for them, or something. You have to look after me now. I mean it.
Weird stuff going down. The weirdest...
Talk. Always a pleasure. Yet seeing you is still so bittersweet. We have so much ground to cover, and I simply cannot do it with all this rabble in the way. Let's see here.
Ever see the effects of purified narcotics on the human brain? Best to have a look while they're still alive. Ah, yes, most fascinating. Good medical subjects are so hard to find. They just keep dying on me. Such a fragile thing, the human mind. Hardly takes any effort at all to make it snap. You see, quite sad. Now to work. If I'm going to cure you permanently this time, I'm going to need to make certain you explore your inner child, your angry child. To help us, I have found a strain of creature quite unique. To defeat it, you will need to use that inner beast, Talk. Let it all out. Form. That tremendous Talk! A most profound breakthrough! That's out of the way. On to the other half of your problems. Listen and learn, Talk. You now realize your problems stem from that nasty piece of work, Blackmore. I wonder who might know where he is.
I got the word on Blackmore. Soon I'm gonna know what he's doing before he does it. One day I'll get that scheming shyster.
Ah, yes, your dear friend Miles. But where to find him at a time like this?
My bar is like the womb for me. I go there to be safe. World's ending, that's where you find me.
Voila! And I've left you something that will lead you right to him.
My baby, he just wouldn't stop crying. My poor little boy, I just couldn't take it no more. I had to lock him away. But now he's just crying louder. You hear him?
Freddy. Couldn't take the low. Couldn't weather the storm. He burned out big time.
I was cooking up and y'all was balling in your mama's arms.
Downstairs was the bad news. Don't need none of
I ain't going in there. What are those things?
Moms. Where'd you go?
You got something for me, man? Ain't anything. I don't care how step home, just something.
Downstairs was the bad news. Don't need none of that.
What happened to my... I can't hear him no more.
Like it.
What you got? Red hat? You guys, I don't care. I even took a spot. Look at this up.
Forget about this.
Back in my day, you had to go searching for things. Ain't like today, where it's waiting on every corner. Y'all got it easy.
Downstairs was the bad news. Don't need none of that.
Death row, death row, death row. I gotta give me some death row.
But they ain't made it up this far, man. Shit, we ain't safe up here. Till the shit runs out.
Save you. I gotta show.
Daddy, please!
Shut up, Malcolm.
Black spot. I see another black spot.
Who got the good package this week, huh?
Downstairs was the bad news. Shit, don't need none of that.
I teach Dad a lesson he won't forget.
For me, anything. I don't care how some.
They ain't made it up this far, man. We'll be safe up here till the shit runs out.
Let's roll, let's roll, let's roll.
Target's neutralized. He's gotta be.
Fucking shithole this is. Let's move on.
You got the package?
No sign of it. Jordan will just have to live with that.
Watch what you say. Let's get ready to roll. We're due back at the docks.
Location's clear. Hit it. Fucking go.
Where'd you go, Moms?
I'll tell you the truth if you come closer. All the creatures.
I see another.
Your anger always got the best of you, T. Your anger in here is what sent you inside and started us down the road. And then later the anger's what made you snap, made you hit me, made you kill me. T, why'd you pick that road for us?
So what? Blackmore threatening Carmen? That's a high crime.
He's here.
Blackmore's here? Where? Show me that shifty snake oil dealer. I've never laid eyes on him.
Hey, I know your old lady. Fucking nice rack. Wouldn't mind a piece of that. What I hear.
Watch what you saying to my friends. You up in my place, so you gonna show some respect to a man with a family.
Oh, and your boy Corey? I sold him some rock just last week. He loves it. Makes him forget all about
What
you.
did you do to my boy?
Fucking whore you're married to. How you even know he's yours?
Violet suits you.
That's raw, Torque! You opened up his gray matter all over my brand new floor?
He got off easy.
Freeze right there! What
Beat
the
the
floor! What's the police doing up in here? Hey, get these bracelets off of me! We was set up! You done got the wrong guys, man! That shape-shifting Blackmore, why don't you arrest his Teflon
I told
ass?
you couldn't walk away. And what's the little lady gonna say now?
What's the word, saw you go in there, my man. I'm up top the roof outside the bar for real. Yeah, that's right. I got a radio off one of them soldier boys. They've been tracking your sorry self. Now come on out here and holler at your boy Miles. Yeah, that's right. I like to put a distance between myself. Come on, I know where we can go. Got to light it down for you. Get your ass on up here. Look front. I seen these guys with guns before. They're totally bugging. I ain't having none of that hot lead treatment. I'm out.
We'll take you in. It'll be all right.
For so long.
These people will keep us safe. They call it a depot.
Thank you for letting us use your base.
Catchers won't find you here. We'll see to that.
No road is far enough underground for my quarry to escape. Slaves cannot run forever. Each man has the tools of his trade. Mine just happened to be once they get your scent, they won't lose you. You like to think of yourself as a hunter, but you know nothing of the craft. How does it feel to be the prey?
What was I doing listening to them?
Dogs are coming back
We'll
soon.
get there one day. Oh, Lord, I pray we do. They're so hungry. Can't nothing lose them. I hear that barking. Just that damn barking. All the time.
Nobody coming for us. Never coming.
We were safe before.
Hey, you hear me, Tony? Up here. Keep moving down the street with me. We gonna get there.
Sort them out!
It's gone now. That him and ripped open the hole that'll take you underground. That'll be our route to sneak into the harbor. Get yourself on down there. I'll meet you below. You dig?
You saw what happened when Margaret took me.
Like dogs, they do.
Dogs get better than this.
All right, my man, you made it in. We in a labyrinth down here. Watch out for that Minotaur, you feel me? Can't get this gate to move. There's something over there I can get open. Hold on. Go on through, my man. I'll catch up with you later.
See what I'm
If
doing.
you want to work, what can you do?
Better this work than no work at all.
Watch out!
I say you,
Mary.
help!
Full of grace.
Please!
The Lord is.
Torque, my man! You hear me down there? I'm looking forward to get you moving along. Just stay cool for a minute. You like an exterminator for these creature killers. They gotta start fearing you. My man, hit that for me. I can get some motion in that door for you. There she goes.
Mother Superior, we have him on visual, over.
But not caught?
Just take a few minutes.
Bird in the hand, Captain. Think about that before you bother me again. Mother Superior,
apologize. Keep your head tight. I know you can make it through this. I'll get us to Blackmore. I promise you that. Keep one over there. Never clean this mess up. Target acquired. I've been waiting for this. Hostile sighted. This is a real deal. This is worse than that Somalia game. Mother Superior, we've got him boxed in now. We'll be bringing him in soon. I've been waiting for some good news. Idiots! The Prime's listening in. Go to radio silence now. She's got the word on Blackmore. We can get her to tell us what we need to know.
This is my home, Daddy. Hurry up, Daddy! We all float down here.
My man, you made it! I knew you had them skills, and me, I got the plans. Harbor right around the corner. And Jordan, she's soon to spill what she knows. Now come on!
My aim was always true. To this day, I have never lost a slave. Not even the
There was pain. I loved every minute of it. At first, it was just the whores. Then I realized I liked it. Every last one of them.
You coming for me? Do you really believe that finding me will solve anything? Oh, did I get under your skin? That's part of playing the game. They're still dead, and you still did it.
Hello, you there! Help me! Break this open, somehow! I do not think the Foundation plans to let me leave.
She's trapped in there.
Thank you so much. The troopers picked me off of Carnage. Wait. You're wearing the prison uniform from Abbott. You're not going to hurt me, are you? You seem like a good man. My husband, Ernesto, worked as a corrections officer at Abbott. He taught me never to trust the inmates. But now I take my friends wherever I can find them. You are my last best hope. I had a dream once of Carnage in flames. It was an evil place, so it was no surprise to me when the creatures came. But here,
Bravo
in
unit,
Baltimore,
Echo unit, and
this
Charlie
is
unit,
not
what
right.
is your location?
Something
You're due at the
has
helipad, but I
Look
do
what
not see anyone here.
found. It's nice, no? Ernesto said on Carnage I would need to know how to defend myself. And he trained me how to shoot. Oh, yes. This is an unsettled place. I feel my skin trying to crawl off of me. Who shot that?
The prime target is secure.
What? No, wait!
Look there. Now you see. You're just back at the start of our little game.
Let me out, please!
Impossible. The prime target must not escape.
Bad luck, girl. You picked the wrong playmate.
What are they going to do to us? Jordan is capable of anything.
I wanted to get you on my team, but you know what always rubbed me wrong? You never improved at your own game.
Prepare to release the specimens. Collateral damage is unavoidable.
Ay, Jesus, we are going to die here, aren't we? Oh,
Same
Ernesto.
mistakes. Time and time and time again. Okay, let's try. One more time. With feeling.
Diablos! Here, this may be the end!
Unit captains, call back, now! Hello? Where is everybody?
I don't know what to think. Is it a trick? From what I know of her, Jordan is too smart to let this happen.
All units set in position. Target can be joined now. Good to have a worthy opponent. There are so few, but you still have a lot to prove.
They seem to have stopped. Incredible, the resources of the Foundation. Who would believe it? That wall looks weak. If only we had something to break it down. Wait, what is this over here?
You think you're so smart? You're not smart enough to escape my... No! What are you doing to me?
I feel so dirty. Ugh, thank you. I feel so dirty. Ugh. After the creatures appeared on Carnate, I was there for some time, and I never saw anything so repulsive as that.
Nothing can ruin you, T.
Maybe you can help me again. I have to get to Carnate. Sounds stupid, no? But Ernesto is still there somewhere, and I pray our girls as well. It's just as dangerous here as back there, so what's the difference? Come, please help me. That's exactly what I need. Hurry before the dead spots show up. My friend, I'm sorry. I spoke too soon. From the looks of this, I would guess the boat can only be lowered from that control booth on the far pier. I don't see any way across except... I have an idea. If you can get over there and lower the boat for me, I will be able to take off before the Foundation has a chance to sink me. I hope. Look out! Hold on, I'll still get you over there! Magnifico! Maybe Ernesto was wrong. Clearly not all the inmates in Abbott are the devil incarnate.
You gave her so much. Her family.
this one. And I thought I was stuck. Get in, now! About time. Hope you don't mind me driving. You comfy back there? This is unbelievable. Blackmore's somehow taken charge of my men. That's what I get for working with a consummate liar. They're moving from behind. They never back down. That's my man. Nice one. Out of your class, aren't you? Hold on, this is a dead end. Don't let it go to your head. Blackmore has been funding the Foundation for years. When I lined up the money, I didn't care where it came from. You're a craftsman. Blackmore is still running his game out of Easton Baltimore Correctional. He's deep underground, so that's where I'm taking you. And I won't need to tell you what to do when we get there. That's it. You do your job, I'll do mine. They're all over the street. Idiots! Shoot them, not us. Don't let it. Have you lost it? Keep your barrel up. We're buttoned in. Don't panic. I'll find a way out. This is bad. Very, very bad. Out of your class, aren't you? Nice one. Good, good, good. That's my man. Tight corner. Hold on. Damn it! My own men! Watch out! It's gonna flip!
God. Cat. Move. Cat.
Too bad you couldn't save Malcolm. I couldn't stop myself. But do you remember what you did to me?
Torque, you copy me? Looks like you're gonna need to make it on your own, but you can handle it. You're a big boy.
shoot you! You! Don't you move! You with these soldiers? What the hell are you doing to my city? I've lived here my whole life, and I never thought I'd see the day Baltimore would burn! This is our home! You've turned it into...
Another piece of meat for the skewer. Juicy. You'd better get quicker than that if you want the choice bits for yourself. And you'd better stop hanging out with that other fucking cunt. I warned you.
You coming? Get in! You're fresh out of options. It's your lucky day. I drive, you shoot. That's the deal. Anything else is a bonus. Eastern! Dead ahead! Blackmore is inside, I guarantee it. I should be able to take you right to... What in the...
Easy does it. Calm now. You can't see me.
Shit, the light! Well, look at this. The big man returns to the roost. This place hasn't been the same since you left. And now... it's a whole new world of shit. Never did get a read on you. I mean, lots of bugs in Eastern. But you the buggiest I ever seen. Things you did in here.
I mean, you sure made your mark. But why would you hire somebody to...
Let me see it.
No, it's mine.
None of this stuff is yours. It's prison
Mom,
stuff.
Daddy's here.
I remember that day when I left you. Right here in this cold room. That was one of the best decisions I ever made. You keep trying, but there is no forgiveness for what you...
Bitch! 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 There's no satisfying them, is there? I found the only way to really satisfy the ladies. Stops the complaining right quick. But I don't need to tell you that. You're a man whose technique I admire.
Let's hook up at cell block E. I'm on to some truth, man. I have plans
plenty to share with you when I see you there.
I'm tired of this endless chase. Now think about it. Would I be me if I made it easy on you? You know what makes the game easier? Your own private army. I highly recommend it.
It's him. Got visual.
Let the blood wash it all away. Not bad.
We got pride!
Time to get wise. They never stop. Feel good? All kinds of armies. That's it. With style. A true player knows the game never stops. Let the blood wash it all away. Suit you. Not bad. There are all kinds of armies. You've always had the moves, but you won't ever be a real player until you put yourself ahead of the rest. No use waiting for that fire to go away, cause it won't. Find another way. Maybe it's time to be readmitted.
That man came between us, T. Blackmore. Ugh. No matter what, it always comes back to him. How did you let him? Why did you ever talk to him? You should have known.
Hey, bro. Hey, you. Don't touch those crank handles. It's gonna go off. Blow me to pieces. The wall's fractured. I tried to get through myself. No luck. Maybe you could do it. The wall's fractured. I tried to get through myself. No luck. Maybe you could do it.
Roger. He said something about Command going to hell. That was the last I saw of him. Over?
Fucking A! They're all over this place!
Inmate, freeze! This will be your final warning. Put down your weapon. Drop it. Grab the floor. Now!
I'm sorry. I thought, well, you work here long enough, everyone not wearing blue starts to look like an inmate. I won't even ask what you're doing in my prison. Nothing makes sense anymore.
Hold on. The prison's gone down the shitter since those creatures surfaced, and I've lost control of my cell blocks. There's COs and inmates in there ready to tear each other apart. I'm gonna need backup to get them under control. Can I count on you?
Be calm, T. Let him explain
His
himself.
kind locked you up and made you lose so much.
He could be a fair
The
man.
warden must die.
Well, all right then, you're in. Come on, we gotta get up this ladder. We can cross over the roof to get to cell block C and D. That's where my people are trapped. When my father died in the riot 30 years back, they brought in the CERT boys to contain the situation. The COs claimed the prisoners started rushing. The inmates said the COs just fired without warning. For a while I wanted to know the truth, but now I know it just doesn't matter.
Over here! This way!
Remember our previous session? Coming up before you is yet another strain of that most persistent creature. It'll need that special touch of yours to stop its homicidal rampage. There's only room for one rampaging.
fucking way!
You was in cell block D, I was in cell block E. They tried to keep us apart, but there was no way. We was tight, my man. Now I don't know what to think. I see you in E, on my home turf.
Let the blood wash it all away.
know what I'm wearing? Well, I've just got this coat. And if you saw inside, you'd see my collection of whores. Men may be idiots, but girls are still the true parasites.
There are different kinds of hunger. On the few occasions my quarry eluded me, I found that just made me hungrier to catch it. In the end, nothing can escape me. Nothing can run forever.
Mommy, it's cold in here.
Huddle together. Keep warm.
Can't get the door open.
No, only your father can.
He can't do nothing. He put us here.
Don't say that about Daddy. He'll save us.
Stay together. Keep warm. Your father will think of something.
What was that?
I don't know.
Something's trying to get in.
Come over here. Stay
Mommy, I
quiet.
just want to go home.
Oh, shit.
Boys, shh. Who's there?
I heard something.
Don't let it in.
It's getting cold.
Won't get in.
Dad,
Won't get in.
please. It's gone.
What happened, Mommy? Can we leave now?
Your father's trying his best.
Who's that coming?
We own this cell block now, inmate. Hold it right there. That's it! Waste him!
God, I'm free!
You did good, T.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
It's a tight space in here. Watch out. You might come here, little boy.
Help me. Please, help.
You're good. Ready for your turn? When you're on the inside, all the rules change. Some are strong, and some are weak. I detest weakness. Men should be men and stand firm. Be forceful. So strong. Oh, wait.
Who that up there? Go back unless you want to get got.
You heard him. You got 2 seconds.
No fucking way. That's Torque. Come on, dog. Get your sorry ass down here. Oh, fuck. How long's it been, Torque?
You know this guy?
Hell yeah, from way back. He had that cell down there on the end of the top tier. Ain't that right, Torque?
You sure we can trust him?
Fuck yeah, my boy's one straight up motherfucker. Listen up, Torque, man. We got this here cell block under our control now. Don't need no COs. We got Jerome with an eye peeled down below. Ain't that right, Jerome?
No worries.
My man. And me and Sammy got upstairs.
We killed everything that made it in so far.
Heads up! I saw something!
Oh, shit. Downstairs. Move!
Right in there, I saw something!
I don't see nothing.
You sure, Jerome?
I did, I swear!
Well, fuck. It out there, so we fine. It get in here, then we start freaking.
Wish the fuck we weren't at a rock.
Shit, can't you lay off the pipe for a fucking second? Jesus. Oh! Open up on it! Motherfucker! Motherfucker! We had this place locked down tight. Nothing was getting in. Wait a second. You got in, then they got in. Quite a motherfucking coincidence. Whatever. You still alright in my book. You do me one favor, though. Thanks, dawg. You still cool. We be fine up in here. You go on. Stop attracting them and shit.
You have a good heart.
You're not listening. Riley here. And if you haven't figured it out yet, there's no end to these creatures, and Command could care less. Anyone with sense, save yourselves. And Jesus, do what he still can.
Torque, time's for talking. Reckoning day's here, man. Believe. I know what's what. Come on! I can't wait to hear your guns blast.
The mind can be so very resilient. When it finds itself threatened, there's no limit to what it will do to maintain its precious grip on reality. It's such a tragedy when one can't trust one's own mind.
Hold up, right there before I snap this hammer down. It's been years, man. Years I've been trying to get the straight word on Blackmore. And what the fuck is up with you, my man? First I hear this, I can't believe, I say no way, not my man Torque. That cracker bleeding out in the basement, he told me what's what, and he got no reason to lie. My brain ready to pop. It's too whack. Nobody make this up. Nobody will ever say that you.
Oh my yes. Blood everywhere. But can you read the writing on the wall? Run with me. I'll tell you all the truth you'll ever need to hear. Time to see how low you can go.
Bless me until the end. Bless me. Bless me. The sound. Alone. Black as the sound. So black. Sliding all around me, the black.
I won't let them keep you like this, T. No way.
It's so black. So black. I know what it feels like to be forgotten. I can't even remember myself. Let me out. Please. I'm begging you. I can't take it.
They've been in isolation for 6 months. They're going insane.
Going soft on me, Captain. I know what works with problem inmates.
3 of them have killed themselves.
Don't you know, you have to break a few eggs.
People will hear about this. There'll be an investigation.
People don't care what happens in here. Only I care. They'll stay in the darkness until they learn.
What could they possibly be learning?
That to live is to die. A little bit every day.
I think that's enough of the dark abyss for one day, don't you? I know you must be wondering about poor Miles. He was so close to having a real breakthrough with you. But to be cured, the mind has to want to be better. It's not enough to merely present it with harsh reality. And some minds are decidedly more hostile than others.
You were expecting someone else? You have come so far, yet have so far to go. I'm waiting for you, down in the drowning pool, where all the pretenders lose the game.
T, listen to me. Blackmore's here, I just know it. His drowning pool is located beneath the prison factory. Can you get there? What he did to us. You gotta make sure he never hurts anyone ever again.
Stop there! Human or creature! Show yourself, or I'll be sending you to hell regardless! Jesus, it's you! The prime fucking target! You turned out to be the patron saint of bleeding serial killers, you did. You done killing for now, is that right? Or are you gonna shoot me too?
He's tired of the killing.
His kind tried to kill you. Kill or be killed.
You may have killed a good number of my brothers in the Foundation, but I can't blame you. We had you marked for death. You're after Blackmore, is that right? He's here, in Eastern. And if you ain't gonna shoot me, I'll do you the favor showing you where he is. Follow me. A day off! I don't suppose you're the last! Enough of this! I've had it! Can't fall down picking them, can they? We know how to take care of these! We'll all be dead soon. Hurry it up! I was down this way before, and there's some sort of flame. Chase! Shoot it! Shoot it!
Work is good for the mental
Right then, we gotta move!
I'm
What's
worried
the
about the
story?
machine shop. In the subsection, the valves on those smelters look worn. They're fit to burst.
Listen, what's your name? Elroy? You work hard. One day you...
Jesus, I'm in it now! Knew I shouldn't come back in here!
To the fire now.
Fucking kill something! I helped you!
maybe you still are the man I...
Talk, I'm pleased to announce the set is complete. One more bizarre creation that defy almost unique talent to defeat it. Don't hold back. That could be fate.
We lost a lot of brothers in this. Aye, it's a fucking waste. None of us needed to be here. We're not from this filthy fucking city. And we haven't done a damn bit of good.
Nowhere safe.
Now I see why George fancies you so much. Bloody hell! I'd say thank you, but... None of us are gonna live forever, are we?
You didn't have to save him. You're a good man.
Now, this is as far as I take you. Blackmore's up there, commanding my men around, leading them to their death. Poor bastards. Fuck that. Bloody goddamn suicide. I'll be the last one to go up there. Safer down here, if anywhere safe at all. Blackmore's up top somewhere. Beyond that, you're on your own.
It hurts like something hit it. Again and again. Was it you, T? Any way you look at it, you did this to all of us.
I can't believe this.
Target found. You hear me there, player? Thought you were done with us? No. George built quite a large army. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute.
I never understood what it was between you and Blackmore. Sometimes I don't think you understand it, but I know this. It's got to end today. I'll meet you at the factory and then I can show you how to get to him.
Got visual!
You're getting close. Blackmore's here. I just know he is. And I know I don't have to worry about you giving up. Not now, not ever. Nothing can stop you but you. It's horrible. The suffering of those men is... I can't even think about it. This whole world is sinking into the darkness. Blackmore has never made it easy on you, and he's not changing up now. You have to find another way, T. Be careful, T. Going out there's the only way, but...
You disappoint a girl, Torque. I thought you'd learn, but you just can't see the angles. If only you were as smart as you are righteous. My men betray me? Never. And now you can see firsthand just what they'll do for me.
It's just never quite enough with you.
This is it, T. Blackmore's here. He's just much...
It's always better to hunt on your own terms and on your own ground. When you know your quarry has no choice where to go, that's when the hunt is over.
the greatest stars can withstand the harsh words of the critics. It's time to listen to your reviews, Talk.
I admire your skill at the hunt, though you could use some refinement.
I'll give you that. You know how to smack the skeezers down. But not quite like me.
And I have been treating you for so very long, relatively speaking. Let us begin with that fine fellow Hejira. You remember him, don't you?
I thank you for getting me this far.
Smashing work, Talk. But he was a fairly easy one, wouldn't you say? Truly a man who could handle himself. To bear. You remember poor Kyle.
Oh man, I need my dose so fucking bad.
Tough love indeed. Through your failure to help him, poor Kyle may have overcome the monkey on his back. But more likely, something altogether more savage caught up with him. Moving right along, were you more helpful when the subject was someone a bit more easy on the eyes? Do you remember Consuela?
Maybe Ernesto was wrong. Clearly not all the inmates in Abbott are the devil incarnate.
Most touching. It would appear chivalry is not quite dead, merely decomposed. Then, do you remember an optimistic fellow saddled with the nickname of Junior? I wonder, did Warden Elroy II know of your previous crimes?
I'm gonna need backup to get him under control. Can I count on you?
Seems he could only count on you to leave him twisting in the wind. Dear, dear. This fellow, not exactly the most brave you'd find, but he was a strong man. How do you react to other strong men?
Bloody hell! I'd say thank you, but at this point, I don't know if you did me a favor. None of us are gonna live forever, are we?
I admire professional men, but I would not lift a finger to help someone who shirks his responsibilities. Last but far from least, your dear friend Miles.
feel your mind drift back to that moment in his cell block when it all came to a head.
And what the fuck is up with you, my man? First I hear this, I can't believe I say no way. Not my man, Torque.
What made him so very angry at you? And what happened to him there? Your inaction hardly seems worth commenting on, but he seems to have found out your original sin. Thoughts?
You are a consummate professional, and your choices mean our final confrontation is inevitable. Now we must determine which of us is the better at our craft. We will leave no doubt. It has been a pleasure. A good shot, but I knocked you down that easily. I do suspect there might be a runaway in your family tree. Do not think you're near done with me. Some creatures went run and hide, but not I. Never. Man or animal? Some creatures went run and hide, but not I. Never. So now, I know the feeling.
Now, my little one, let me show you something special. In my game, I needed somewhere people could be taught a lesson.
They were pretty bad people, huh?
Oh yes, very bad. Cheaters, liars, fools. I'd tie them up first, and in they would go.
Could they get out?
No, that was the whole idea. They'd choke on the filth and waste in there, and they'd learn.
Damn!
Now, who have you brought with you there?
My little brother, Malcolm. Dumbass.
He's just in your way, isn't he?
Yeah, most times.
You'll never get far in the game with him holding you back. Go on, shove him in, teach him.
I don't know.
Think about it. What would your father do?
No! I won't do it! I'll never do it!
Too bad he has such a loser for a role model. But he's still cramping my game.
Dad! Please!
Nothing can ruin you, T.
You're alive? You're the first thing I've seen come out of that hole with 4 normal limbs. I thought you were either dead or were going to turn into something else any minute. Pleased to meet you. I'm Rance Truman.
He seems eccentric, but harmless.
He will ruin you.
He's not what he seems.
Bleed him out. Splatter his brains. Kill, kill, kill.
You were an abbot, just like me. I could tell from the pants, of course, but also your eyes. The eyes can't hide what they have seen. They transferred me out of Abbott when I wouldn't stop talking about what I'd learned. They thought Eastern would be better for me. They were wrong. I'm just waiting down here. I escaped from Eastern during the Cataclysm. Ran my legs tired out there for a while. Dropped too many of my papers, I'm sad to say. Now I'm just going to stay right here in this strange oasis. The things come out of that hole and then they go right up those stairs. Don't even stop to say hello. It's as if they know I'm special. Don't want to bother me. To look at it, you might think Carnate was somewhere unique in its evil. But now I'm sure you'd agree. Everywhere you go, the soil is saturated with blood. You've heard about the warden from Eastern? Not Junior, his father. Warden Elroy the First. The one that kept inmates in solitary until their brains melted. And he was coming up in the ranks at the time of the Great Fire under the machine shop. Makes you wonder. Of course, in the end, Warden Elroy the Senior got his in a riot. The inmates paid dearly for that one. They never got the bloodstains out of the lunchroom floor. This whole city was built on the backs of the exploited. Even in Monument City, you don't see a memorial to the ones that died in construction cave-ins. It was cheaper to hire another Irishman than to have safe conditions. Underground Railroad came through here, and these days that usually makes people feel proud. Too bad the infamous slave hunter Copperfield came to Baltimore one dark day and had his mutts eat all the slave flesh they could find. And you've heard of the Reverend over at the soup kitchen? During the shortages of the Depression, he found some perfectly fresh human corpses and fed the hungry with them. I never understood why that upset everyone so much. In this city, if a prostitute is reported missing, report goes right in the trash. If they counted, they'd know that a few decades back, 71 street workers disappeared. Cops don't know about Luther Stickwell, but the underground knows him well enough to call him creepy. Once I tried that trick on myself with that sharpened spoon. They transferred me out of Abbott. And now look what's happened there. I just wanted to tell them the truth. Now the truth is gone. I've seen men hung from trees in the name of justice. I've seen people leave their own neighborhoods into the abyss. I've seen people melted in preventable deaths. I've seen infants born with the bug. Yet some people still
You always had trouble getting your game on. You coming home? Yeah, your first home. It's not much farther. Trust me, it'll be worth it. You have a whole lot to learn, player. Now follow me and get your schooling. Remember where you first started playing the game? It's a tough place. You learned hard.
Like the reflections in a shattered mirror, your psyche is delicate to the point of brittle. I've done what I can for you, for all the versions of you. Now your childhood home awaits. Your burden is to discover which shard of the mirror goes the deepest.
Right up here is where you and me got started. Always keep your head up. Keep your mind in the game. Let the other guy make the first move. A player's got to have his eyes on the competition at all times. Not much of a place to learn the rules, is it now? You recognize this place? You tried your best to grow up here, learn the game, but there's only so much a little one can. Now our friend Rance, he thought he could sit this one out. Turns out, not so. I made his safe little haven not so safe. He's in it now. All his chips on the table. I don't think even you could bail him out. And you'd have to hurry. These are the ties that bind us. You can't cut them. You can't burn them. You can't be rid of them. You just have to live with them. Or die with them, like Carmen, Corey, and Malcolm. Do you remember how that played out? Exactly how that played out? There's the kid. Set him up.
Man, can't wait till I'm grown up. I'll show him.
I hear your old man's a real asshole. Now I got something that'll make you a big man.
Oh, yeah?
Make you do things you didn't know you could. You want?
I want it.
It's on me. And when you're tapped, there's more where that came from.
All the chemicals we gave him? I'm surprised Corey didn't kill half the city. Wasn't for me, he'd still be alive today. We've been through so much together. Do you remember?
Blackmore owns Eastern now, particularly you two.
Blackmore's here? Where? Show me that shifty snake oil dealer. I've never laid eyes on him.
Hey, I know your old lady. Fucking nice rack.
The prime target is secure. Prepare to release the specimens.
That's funny. I thought I was there. I was there. In your eyes. Nobody else could see me. Those blackouts, there when I get my time. Get your body. Get to be me in the real world. Everybody else who knows Blackmore thinks I look like you. Because I am you. But we've only got the one body. And I'm tired of sharing. It's not that easy. Not nearly. You really believe it's that easy? You need to rethink your plays, player. I've run a risk with this game, but we're still alive. I knew we would survive, because I have the ultimate faith in us. few who understands me. She wanted to help me get to you. Get control. She certainly has done that. Give me something. Never hurt me. The game so much farther. Don't bother to fight at all. I can't believe this. Come on. You played right. I couldn't get you to break the rules, and the way I play, it's all or nothing.